hopping in here today. Mr. Jacob, what's up, brother?
What's up? How are you guys?
All right, so this might be a first ever. I think the last time we did this with Gabe Poultreitis, and we did a little site tour. So you were saying, hey, come see one of our jobs. I'm like, yeah, I got an extra hour, let's go. So where are we at today, man? What are we looking at? This is gonna be exciting.
So, we're in Plymouth, Michigan. Just giving you kind of a little back end so you guys can see, see the equipment. You get to see, kind of in action of what everything looks like. It's a little messy in the front here. Yeah, this is a typical construction site. Try to keep everything as close to the homeowner's house as possible, keep all the neighbors happy. Yeah, so right here we have our workhorse machine. This is our Cat 255. We just picked this up this year, the beginning of the year. It's probably one of the biggest risks being, a full-size skid steer.
Yeah, congrats, by the way.
Very lucky to be 3-4 years into the business. Being able to have machines like this definitely saves incredible amounts of time, saves labor, can be more efficient, get more jobs done.
Right.
And yeah.
It's a 2-speed, by the way.
Yes.
I was gonna have somebody do some sub-out work for me, and we had a couple adjacent sites. I'm like, you could just, go from site to site. He goes, I have a single speed. I'm like, that might not work. So folks, if you're gonna maybe ever think about doing snow and keep these machines moving, my suggestion, get the 2-speed. I don't know anything about machines like this. Yeah. So Jacob will be our resident expert today. What was the dream? What was the idea here? Obviously, if anybody, I'm not sure if we're coupling this to the first video with your teenager tour, walk around at your yard, or if we're just gonna keep this as a separate video, but you're 21 and you got a full-size skid. That's incredible.
Yeah, this is my bread and butter baby. Same with our mini skid, and same video or a different video.
Yeah, MT100?
Yes, the MT100.
That's right.
So that was our first purchase. This was our second big machine equipment purchase. The MT100 is great, very versatile machine, but it's just not strong enough for everything that we need to do for full patio dig outs. Okay. Moving pallets around, especially when you get into having anywhere from 5 to 25, 34, 40 pallets of brick. It's, half stacking pallets and moving them with a little machine definitely gets old. Adds time to labor, and this just saves so much labor, makes things way more efficient. Like, yeah, you have a 6-foot bucket compared to a little 4-foot bucket. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And it's way quicker as well.
Is this like, what's the different weight ratings, or how, like, what's the capacity? Because, like, what's a 259 versus a 255? I don't know the Cat product that well.
This is the newer model. So this is the Cat 255. Oh, okay. There's the 265 and then the 285, I believe. Okay. So this is Cat's new model. It's kind of updated. The 259 is the older model. Oh, really? This just has like the different modifications that was kind of issues with the 259. Sure. Yeah, it's a beast of a machine. Not sure on the total weight lift capacity. I believe it's around like 35 to 4K, somewhere around there. But it does everything we need, moving pallets wise that are anywhere from 25 to 3,000 pounds. So there you go, there you go. It's a very expensive, but also very efficient machine for us. There you go. So,
wow, that's awesome. And then here's the full-blown landscape enclosed trailer you're talking about.
Yeah, so this is our full hardscape built-out trailer. Everything's loaded up, so brand recognition. Sure. Everybody being in company tees, to trucks being wrapped, trailers or equipment being wrapped.
What size is this?
This is a 7x14.
Okay. So
very beautiful trailer. We just built it out over the winter, so it keeps all of our.
By the way, I like this, the logo. Let me get out of the shadow, but there you go. Everybody scan it. Let me know where it goes.
So it's a little messy here just because we're on a job site. Things aren't always clean. Sure. For a landscape company, we're not a keeping things clean or cleaning company. So you have all of our racks here. Tools go in there. The compactor goes in the front. Usually we have our IQ saw, the table saw, and then we have some of our other hardscape equipment just kind of laying around. Yeah. That's supposed to be organized. And we have our caulk for all of our retaining walls, lasers for making sure grade's all good, grease guns, poly sand, concrete, like in the yard, everything kind of gets stored in here. So this just stays on a job site. Mostly everything that we need is in here. If not, we kind of replenish, restock, and kind of go forward. It's also how we kind of track, okay, are we on par for materials or not? Keep kind of everything organized. So
inventory.
When we are bidding jobs out, I'm like, okay, we are short on caulk, so it's coming out of profit of the job, or oh, we had a little extra room for caulk, you know what I mean? So it's like, can kind of understand and gauge exactly where we are.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, we also have the Optimus, the paver vacuum. We just picked that up Like a month and a half ago, been doing a lot of XL projects where it's like 150-pound slabs of brick. Like hand setting them is not efficient at all. So we have that machine. It is incredible. It basically sucks the pavers, and 2 people hold it, set it, and it just makes things way more efficient. That's this guy right here? That is this one right here.
This thing, okay, there you go. That's, who is that, Optimus?
I believe that would be...
Is that Unilock or somebody? Or?
No, it is, oh God, Pave Tool.
Pave Tool, okay. Yes. I've been getting a lot of Pave Tool ads lately.
Yes.
I don't know if they got a new ads guy, but he keeps targeting the Mo guy. You know, maybe it's a sign, I don't know. That's what's up.
So yeah, everything just kind of gets thrown in here, kind of clean it out every job, every other job.
Yeah.
Just really depends how busy we are. You know, where's free time? If we have a day, half a day where we finish early,
yeah,
great, can kind of clean up the yard.
Let me ask you this, something we didn't cover on the other video was, you know, the good old cliche, knowing your numbers.
Yes.
I know you're a huge advocate. You were telling me, like, you know how much it costs to your day rate and this, and this, and some of the jobs you've made money, some of the jobs you've lost a little bit of money, right? Like that's welcome to landscaping and hardscaping. What are you using, if you don't mind me asking right now, you know, for all that?
So right now we use a spreadsheet. It's just like good old kind of sticking to the basics where it shows, okay, there's every expense that's coming out of our bank account, our credit cards, from marketing to truck payments to insurance payments to skid steers, mini skids, everything, every single thing that comes out of the bank account every month gets put into that spreadsheet, kind of figure out our working days, how many days we're working out of the month with rain days. You know, guys have time off. They're not working 7 days a week. So are you truly, you know, some guys take their overhead and be like, okay, yeah, it's 10 grand a month. We're working 30 days. You're never working 30 days.
Right.
So that's how we get kind of our day rate. Stuff that's paid in cash also gets kind of thrown into like a 5-year where it shows, okay, we'll recoup after 5 years.
Yep.
So that's how we kind of bid things with our overhead, labor, assets, and then business profit. We obviously want to make a profit at the end of the day. So
you know your numbers.
Yes.
Or at least as close as you have been ever before.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's something that we really dived into this winter. It is probably one of the biggest game changers that we've done in our business, or my business.
Well, you're not just taking the paver and then you 2x pi square,
no,
cosine tangent.
No, so everything is broken down to per working day. You know, if we're a little bit over, like on certain projects, like, you know, it's kind of a learning curve. So we do all of our back end tracking as well, like with materials. Okay, KPI, like how much material were we over? Were we short? Did we make money on materials, upmarked materials,
Good for you,
plants,
man.
stuff like that. So it's like, okay, we can kind of, you know, shift, make decisions from there for future projects, not being like, oh yeah, at the end of the year, there's X amount of money in the bank account.
Right.
It's like, we're knowing every other week, every month, we're kind of making changes to quotes. If it's kind of behind or, you know, kind of depending on
where you're at.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, by the way, because if you guys didn't see, we did a lawn pricing video a couple weeks back. Please go back. It's for the Mo guys. But don't just say, you don't just go up to a site right now and say $5 a square foot or $50 a square foot, right? You're not doing that.
No, not at all. And there's so many different variables, especially with full design and build projects. You have irrigation, outdoor lighting. Like, you're gonna tear up the lawn. So irrigation, outdoor lighting, pavers, retaining walls, kitchens, pergolas. It's so many variables. It's like, you can't just throw a number at a homeowner and be like, yep, we met with you. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be $100,000. It's gonna be $20,000.
Right.
You know. So.
For you to know that at 2021 is just incredible. Champion that, you know. Great YouTube comment came in on that video. He goes, my previous employer was all about the numbers. And the guy said, admittedly, I didn't care about the numbers. He was an employee, but he said, I didn't really care. He goes, go figure, my owner was became a millionaire and I'm broke. And I said, dude, totally can relate, totally get it, but you have to know, it doesn't, and if somebody says know your numbers, here's my rant. If somebody says know your numbers and they can't explain it in 90 seconds or less, like he just did with hardscaping, or I did on that video, gave you the formula in 90 seconds or less, they don't know what they're talking about. Stop following people that don't know what they're talking about. And I've come to find in this industry, unfortunately, the most salty of the earth, beautiful, great, hardworking, strong back people, 99% of people don't know what they're talking about with pricing. They might be great technicians and, you know, can build great hardscapes and make great stripes. But I just want to talk about this in a quick minute. Hopefully a lot of you younger guys are watching this video. Don't be 35 and 40 years old just starting to figure out your numbers like I was, because I didn't know. You know, and you're 21 and already got this part. Check the box. You have the formulas, you got your spreadsheets, and now you can grow calculated strategy intelligently. So proud of you, brother. Yeah.
God, I mean, it's just so many contractors that don't truly know. And it's like, you know, sending in bids and it's like, people are saying, oh yeah, you're $5 grand more than another contractor. But it's like, I'm giving you my best price up front. It's like, there's really no room for.
Well, then they say, hey, can you come down on that number? And you say,
no, you can't. Because it's like, you know, your numbers, it's like, if you want to make a profit at the end of the day.
So we got all the landscape supplies, all the equipment. Got your IQ.
Gotcha. So this we picked up about a year ago. It's been a complete game changer just for exact perfect cuts, coping, wall block, any little cut. Perfect compared to using, you know, concrete saw where it's like, it can be a little human error. So
yeah. It's an IQ?
Yes, the IQ saw.
Okay. Is there like a model number or what do you guys do there?
The IQ MS362i.
There you go. That's the one I thought it was too.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, I have no idea. All right. Sorry, boss. There you go. Thank you. All right.
So as you can see in Michigan, we've gotten tons of rain.
No rain or mud here. Whole freaking last 2 months have been rain.
So it's been interesting trying to work around rain, scheduling, everything. It's definitely been brutal for working, you know, in the landscaping industry. It's like you depend on the weather very heavily.
There you go.
Here we have the main patio. So these homeowners are going to get a outdoor pergola as well. So the sauna tubes are already in here on both sides. So the pergola is going to come off here, off the house. And the reason why this had to be a raised patio was because of grade change, just how everything is. So that's one factor into patios and different, you know, hardscaping, outdoor living spaces. You can't really be like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a flat patio every time because it just doesn't make sense.
Sure.
Sometimes a raised patio with just grade change, it just has to be.
Yeah, those look great.
Sod's a little stressed right now, just with getting in the 98 to 100 degree weather. It's been very brutal past 2.5 weeks of just working in this weather, trying everything to kind of stay out of it, putting up tents so my guys can stay kind of cool and stuff. But,
sure.
For this patio, there's a lot of different features. So we have all outdoor lighting, under cap lighting, under every single step over there, and then under each area of the retaining wall.
Sure.
Yeah, so this is kind of the walkout. Very unique pattern. It's called a herringbone pattern. Herringbone pattern off your steps to your main patio area, and then into entertainment. So they plan on future plans putting in an outdoor kitchen here, alongside here, and then they're gonna have the table and kind of seating area. And then back here will be the fire pit, another kind of entertainment section. And then you have the hot tub, and then a walkway going all around kind of to the front of the lawn.
That's incredible, brother. This is your job. You're not subbing out, you're not faking us.
No, this is 100% us.
Incredible.
Met with this client kind of beginning of spring, and then kind of started a rendering for them, kind of made changes as you go along. And then they signed with us mid-spring rush, and then kind of get into the project now. And yeah, it's turning out, they're extremely happy with how everything's turning out, more than happy. They had no usable space at all. It's just all grass, weeds, not taking care of lawn, to getting what it is now. And it's still under the construction phase, and will probably be completed within the next 1 to 2 days of just little touch-up things that need to be completed.
Sure.
And then we have a full kind of landscaping bed all alongside the perimeter, 2 trees, Japanese maple, and then a birch tree, and then usable lawn, not ugly, not growing weeds or anything like that. And then you have the hot tub pad and the hot tub for them to enjoy, and then tons of outdoor lighting all throughout kind of the area, some privacy arbs, and then they're also getting some fencing installed on both sides, some black fencing. So
there you go.
Yeah,
that's incredible, brother. Looking good, man. Looking good. What's any tips or suggestions for anybody doing all this? I know this is not necessarily a how-to video, but anything that you've learned or got bid on, or any lessons, maybe this job exclusively?
So if you want to get into hardscaping, kind of one of the biggest things is you don't want to jump into jobs like this because there's so many different variables with retaining wall, pitch, steps, custom steps, outdoor lighting, just so many different variables. It's also, this is a very large project, and especially when you're starting out, you don't want to get into very large projects. You might see them on Instagram, great, they're all large projects, but at the end of the day, sometimes those smaller projects do make more money, and also those smaller projects you won't take as big of as a loss if there is some issues or pitch, or you got to go back and fix the paver, or just anything that you may have you, or renting equipment. Like for this job, we've been here for about 11 days so far. Still have probably about 2 days, like I said. Like if you're doing equipment rental, you're spending 3-4 grand just in equipment rental for everything that you need, especially hardscaping. There's so many different things, like the IQ saw, that's about 3 grand. Then you have the concrete saw, which is about another 1,400. Compactor, that's like 3, 4, 5 grand. And then there's so many things, mini skid, full-size skid. There's so many different variables that you need. Plus you need to have the guys to be able to do the work, and you need to understand, okay, kind of this is what needs to be done. This is how it's done.
Walk before you run.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So it's definitely saying, kind of getting into stepping stones. Our first patio was 2.5 years ago, and it was a small little trash can extension. It was like a 3 by 4. It was very small, but.
And you probably still learned a ton that day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was the first day where I learned about so many things. I spent like a whole day doing a little 3 by 4. Now I can do that in probably about 2 hours.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah,
Incredible.
Projects like this is definitely great. But at the end of the day, sometimes, you know, those medium to smaller projects where it's like we're there for a week are a little bit better just because of how many different variables with irrigation, plants, kind of timing everything, suppliers, Unilock. That's another huge thing, is having supplier relations is probably one of the biggest things. Our supplier in South Lyon, Stone Depot, has you know, kind of guided us all the way. It's like they've done an incredible job with kind of helping us with making sure deliveries are on time, hauling away material. Like that kind of eliminated all of our hauling away from last year, where we were hauling in a dump trailer, putting tons of miles, you know, tons of time, gas.
Sure.
Where the full-size skid can just load a triaxle and the dirt and everything is gone. So,
Gotta love that.
Yeah, it's been a game changer. It saves us about like 15 to 20 yards of dirt is gone when they're here in about 10, 15 minutes, and it's incredible.
That's awesome, brother. Well, great work, man. This might be its own video, brother, because this is sweet. This is good stuff. You did a great job here, and excited to see this whole thing come together. And maybe by the time you guys are done, send me some final pictures. Yeah, we'll maybe we can throw them here on the end and cap it off nicely, you know. So yeah, that being said, great job. Really proud of you, man. It's so cool to see the growth. And where can people find you so they can keep up with everything you're doing?
Instagram, Custom Touch Outdoors. Facebook, Custom Touch Outdoors. Our website, Instagram's probably the most popular that we use, or kind of update frequently. So yeah.
And if you need a patio in what, Northville, Plymouth? Yeah,
Northville, Plymouth area, South Lyon, Bloomfield, anywhere in that area. If you're a homeowner, give us a reach out at our website, Custom Touch Outdoors, and you can go from there. You can have a backyard just like this.
That's right, brother. Great job, man. All right, cool deal. Well, guys, we'll button up right here and hopefully show you guys some after photos, and great job on the work, brother.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
There you go. All right, guys, over and out. Have a great day, and we'll catch up with you guys here on the next one.